Watch this. It's unsurrendered life. You go to church your whole life and be unsurrendered. You can be a pastor and be unsurrendered. You can go on mission trips and be unsurrendered. See, those things don't make you Christian. Christian means little Christ-like one. We got to get back to following him. They were beating on the Lord, and he didn't say a word. That motivates me. You get tempted to think, you start looking at how it's been going. It's a trap. It's not always about how it's been going. It's about who he is and how he wants to respond, who he is and what he looks like in those moments. If we would flip that and get a deeper revelation, it's not about everything going the way I hope. It's about looking like him in the midst of the unfolding. So no matter what I'm going through, the goal is to walk in the light, to shine, to manifest Christ, to look like he would look if he was in my shoes. And scripturally, he says he is. Yeah? That's a way different than him just taking care of me, protecting me, providing for me. In fact, that gospel, I say that gospel because it's not the one Jesus preached. It's the one America preaches. It's not the one Jesus preached. The normal gospel America preaches is God's just here to protect you, provide for you, and make sure you're safe and take you to heaven. That's why you have discouraged people that go to church, because they believe that message and it ain't happening. And it keeps self-centeredness alive. And it produces weakness of the soul. And it keeps emotions that are degenerate valid instead of wiping them out through a change of perspective. Come on, if God can change the why behind my life, my whole life will change. The emotions will line up to the reason I'm living, to what I'm pursuing. If he can change my perspective, he's changing me. How do you think Jesus did what he did? Just willpower, discipline, because he's the Lord? I mean, we blame it on the word G-O-D. We say, well, because he was God. No, because he was love. He was selfless. He had a perspective. Love never fails. It's non-optional. He sees men for who he created them to be, and he doesn't deviate no matter what they look like. And when he's on the cross, he says, forgive them. They don't know what they're doing, meaning they have no clue who they are. But I have the upper hand because I know who they are from the beginning, and we're going to get them back. And I'm going to be lifted up, and I'm going to draw all men unto me. I'm going to show them who you look like. I'm going to show them what they're created to look like, and I'm going to invite them to follow me. So that's where you come in. You can choose to follow him, or you can choose to go to church. Sorry. There's a huge difference. And I'm all about assembling and gathering. But there's a huge difference. There's a lot of people that just go to church and never realize they are her. Like, do you realize how much your life matters if Jesus did what he did? Guys, Jesus suffered wrong day after day after day to put his life inside of you so you could walk in the strength that you see in his life. He said, follow me. The things I do, you'll do if you believe. What he's saying is what you see in me can be in you because it was always created to be in you. And it got robbed through sin, so I took away the sin to get you back to the Father, to get this truth back in you again. We've turned it into a prayer that benefits me instead of a life that's changed. Come on. We can live this way. We can live this way.